Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So after a few hours, I released the YouTube. This is Wing Chun Kuen. I got a message from our Wing Chun friend from Indonesia. And the message is to ask me to be careful because there are somebody, or there might be somebody in Southeast Asia who will like to debunk what I'm saying, playing politics, using lineages or Southern Chinese martial arts stories to create all kinds of politics and a whole bunch of stuff. Well, my take on this type of stuff is this is a democratic era and everybody is free to express their ideas provided they do not violating the law or damaging other people. Okay, and that give me inspirations, okay, which is I want to continue on this is Wing Chun Kuen to share with you this part of the informations, okay. So you'll be able to have an in-depth of what is going on, and you'll be able to make your own judgment and understand what is the technical issues on Wing Chun Kuen, because as what I said, this is an educational program. iYikKam is an educational platform. It is not about anybody's lineage. It's not about me or joining my fan team, those stuff. But we need to have these educations. Okay, so let me start this with you. Language is an issue because the same language two persons can interpret or understand it entirely differently. Okay, and this is the issue of the language. And if we look at Wing Chun, where people have different interpretations and different opinion on it, it actually cannot point the finger at them saying that they are wrong. This is a problematic issue since the Opium War. Okay, now let's look back at 1840. At that time, that is the time of industrial revolutions when manufacturing start to take the baby step and to grow. First industrial revolution. Okay. Now, in the industrial revolutions or for mass manufacturing, there's one thing which is extremely important, and that is specifications. Okay, so in order to get a repeatable quality or to build something or manufacture something, one need to have a clear specifications, not just language. One need a specifications. One need a detailed descriptions of what that product one need to manufacture. Okay. So, for example, this is an energy bar. Okay. And then it say organic here. And here you have all the ingredients here. Okay. So in terms of language, it is just an energy bar. But with the specifications, it's organic, okay, USDA organics, and the ingredient, all this organic ingredient is listed here. So this product, even you have 10 people look at it or manufacturing it, it has to be this way, okay, fit the specifications. Same thing. This is an iPad Pro. It has to fit the specifications. What is the screen size? What is the battery capacity? What is the speed of the CPU? What is the memory? Okay, and how many pixels is the video and so forth. And only with that, one be able to clearly look at and understand clearly what it is, what is the language. Now, we like it or not, the specifications and in detailed way of looking at it is a Western culture type of descriptions, okay? And because of this type of descriptions, specific description, which is specifications, then the industrial revolution, the manufacturing, until today we can actually manufacture like a smartphone this much and so forth, okay, mature and so forth. Now, looking back at Wing Chun, 1840. At that time, the Chinese is on the edge of having a collapse in their culture because of the Opium War. So people abandoned the culture. Okay? Now, even though the Western progressed with Industrial Revolution until today's Internet, all this super high-tech manufacturing and high quality, the Chinese run into a civil war, chaos internally, cultural revolution, whatever it is. So whatever pre-1840, which is at the time of the Western Industrial Revolution, stop there practically, okay, and it going downhill. Okay? Now, Wing Chun. Okay? Prior to 1840, there is a specification. And that specifications, it actually get dilute when time passed by until today. Still something scattering around. Okay? So, when we today read something, say 來流去送, or say iYikKam用嘛, well, we can have all our interpretation we want. However, at 1840 and pre that time, it is well specified. Okay? So all this politics, lineage, and all this thing come in. When people don't talk specifications, but just go get creative, imaginary. Okay? For me, since 40 years ago, when I get the transmissions of the iYikKam Xiulintao and its Queen, it is the specifications I'm looking for, because without the specifications, we cannot repeatedly reproduce the product called Xiulintao. And thus, my research into the iYikKam 小零頭 quit with the specifications written inside there, I trace down to White Crane from Fujian, I trace down to 峨眉十二庄 because I want to know what is the specifications. Remember, I'm an engineer, I want to rebuild that thing. I want to know what exactly it is. Okay, so that way I can know what it is instead of my opinion. Okay. Now, post 1840, still there are specifications playing around, scattering around in Wing Chun. It's not gone yet. Okay, so from iYikKam to Grandmaster, Yip Man wants still be able to look at what it is, and that is where I brought up the common denominator 613.3, where I wrote in this book. That way, everybody knows the specification really clearly. Okay. So there is no argument. If you want to build a manufacture iPad Pro, it better fit the specifications. It's not up to everybody say, oh yeah, I want a 15-inch screen, or I want a 5-inch screen. No, it's different stuff, okay? And it is a big problem when, in the example of the iYikKam Ma, and people start to say, oh, this is the clamping goat and there's a clamping yang. But either they say clamping goat or clamping yang, they have no idea what is the specifications pre-1840. So what is the specifications of iYikKam Ma in the pre-1840? Simple stuff as in iYikKam Queen, meaning that it's a parallel shoulder stance, meaning that you trace back again, the same thing in 峨眉十二庄, you say that the weight placed in the yang toward the yang side of the feet. So it distribute more into, or fuse, the body weight fuse more into the yang side of the both feet. That is iYikKam Ma. Place the weight while the body can be loose. Okay? Or another word, better to describe the specification of loose is the body has to be opened up and then linked while it is opened up without holding anything. That is the specifications of the loose. Okay? So this is the specifications of the iYikKam Ma. It is not just a language or a term, iYikKam Ma, and God knows what it is. Somebody want to have a finger, what is called that, the toe point in, and then clamping, triangle shape, clamping yang, clamping this, and then everybody can argue whatever it is. But the specification pre-1840 is said parallel. The stance is stand in a parallel. The shoulder, all the joints open up from the feet up, and then the weight distributions is toward the yang side. Okay? And how to examine this? The breathing has to be able to do deep lower abs breathing. And it is almost a resonance there. Okay? So that's called natural. This is the specification, the basic specifications. So there is no ambiguity there. But again, if we just say, oh yeah, you know, iYikKam Ma, well, you can explain like clamping the goat. I can explain like clamping the yang, and both we don't know what it is. So how can we manufacture or repeat this something called iYikKam? Okay. So there's specification. So the reason of this book, which it comes not just reading but with a exercise, is for one to actually study, learn, and experience what is the pre-1840s people mean, at least to a first degree. So there's no your interpretations, my interpretations, and then lineage, and then politics, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, it is what it is. iPad Pro is iPad Pro. Let's not call a Samsung 12-inch an iPad Pro. Okay. So it's very important if Wing Chuners like to get educated, get into the specifications, because the specifications is the objective technical details which needed in order to reproduce or repeat the Wing Chun Kuen sets or performance. Okay. Now, being knowing what is the specifications, which means that we need to know the 613.3. With that, we can read whatever prior to 1840. It doesn't matter what art. We know what it is. As the guy who is in computer science be able to read codes. Now, if you see, if you take a track records observations for past 100 years, a lot of those and most of the so-called internal art and all this advanced and so forth are, this is a what do you call it, branding. Okay, you just put a label on it with no specifications. As today, everybody like to call their Wing Chun internal Wing Chun, because they thought the term internal, when they stick the sticker there, they'll be able to make their art more advanced, more. But is that true? Why you put an internal sticker there is different, very different than the computer put a sticker on Intel inside. Okay, Intel CPU inside. Either is i5 or i7. Okay, that is specific to tell what it is inside there, and internal is all fuzzy, ambiguity, and confused, and for past 100 years. Okay, so let's talk about internal. Let's get to the deep in internal. What is internal? Okay, what is internal? Well, you can see a lot of definitions of internal from the Tai Chi people, from the Xingyi people, from Sun Lu Tang, from everybody. And some even say internal is because it is Taoist based, because Taoist is the Chinese, and external is Shaolin, because Shaolin is from India. Okay? So what is this thing? So internal, external is ambiguity, it's just a term. The proper facts is the 6 core element, 13 state, and 3 system key. Okay? That is what meaningful, because that is the specifications. You want to talk about internal, how deep you want to talk to? You talk about physical element. Have you attained, open up your body? Or the state of the open up your body, or your joint open, or have you go up to the level or the state of the be able to open and link, or got one more step up, become lightweight? You want to talk about mind? Can you get into the settle? or is it the state of the silence, or is the state of the peace? You want the breathing? Can you do the lower abs breathing or full body breathing? You talk about qi. Can you talk which state you want to go to, or you be able to get to? Is that the state of the qi start to surface, or you be able to direct it with your mind? And continues on. You want to talk about strength, jing? How can you sense the action-reaction force? Do you play with the action force or the action-reaction force pair? You talk about momentum. Are you playing with the impulse or the deep momentum, like a power strike or a snap strike? And which type of momentum, the give birth, the dissolve, and all these things. So what is internal? If it's not defined with this 13 state, 6 element, 613, it doesn't mean anything. And often we can see people who quote internal, their body is not opened up, their lower four ball is dead, their breathing stuck in the chest, their mind, they don't even have idea about how to settle the mind. And they say, well, I want to use my intention this way. Which they don't know is that they are getting the tunnel vision because their body is not ready yet. And as I point out in that book, you need to dissolve or be able to develop the physical element, and then the mind, and then the breathing goes step by step up. It's not a jump like that. So internal have this much specifications instead of just marketing terms. In Wing Chun, we know today the iYikKam Xiu Tao kit is the specifications of Xiu Tao sets at that time. Okay? And all these 613, 3 apply to that. It tells you what it is. So in internal, according to the Xiu Tao, you will be mind and body is unity. Mind and breathing is unity. And then go up, mind and qi is unity. Qi flow in the meridians. And then mind and the jing, or the action-reaction force, is unity. Level by level. Thus, I never like to use the term internal, because internal, you read about the so-called internal in Chinese history for past 100 years. It is a marketing term which is actually extremely empty. So why do Wing Chun want to get that way? When we in Wing Chun have the specifications in iYikKam Xiu Tao kit, and then the article of Grandmaster Yip Man and other creed all around. You just take the common denominator, you can see exactly what is the specifications. Why do we want to go to, internal, this is Shaolin, or Tai Chi internal, or Ngo Zhou internal? Well, they are good, but are they have the same specifications? Check it out. And this is not, as we have already investigated in the short strike, long fist, and so forth. Okay, and the reddened body. So internal, unless one specify what is the ingredient, like the energy bar, is it organic or non-organic? What is it inside that? Is this animal protein base, or it is a plant protein base? We need to know that. Instead of they say, oh yeah, this is an energy bar, take it. Well, is it a vegan? Is that a animal product? So don't let the internal without specifications confuse ones, because it is meaningless and it go nowhere, but get people to spin and spin that, wasting time, wasting money. So that's internal. And in terms of soft, okay, so in internal, people like to use a term called song, loose. It's just like a mantra, which is when everybody recite it, it will turn into this magic power. But as I pointed out just now, you said song, loose. Have your joints, every joint open up according to our Wing Chun standard? Can your joint be opened up and then lean, flexibility? Can it be lightweight? So which state your song is? Clearly specify that. Without knowing this, what is song? Okay? So even if you be able to lightweight and everything, how's your breathing? If your breathing is not full body, is that song? When the breathing stuck at the chest, just go listen to a lot of people when they just practice do shooting and so forth. They stuck in the chest, their breathing start making noise. Is that song? Even look at people who practice internal art. Just listen to their breathing. Is that song? So then you ask me, oh yeah, so where is all this definition come up with? Well, you look at iYikKam concrete, okay, and then you trace it back to the Hermes Zhuang, the snake slide worm move, okay, the thing we practice in the shooting tower. That's where it is. Why? There's no need to go to, oh, I want to go yiquan, zhanzhuang, I want to go to tai chi, I want to go real surf. It is there. Okay. However, we need to know the specifications, the level, the state. Open up, loosely lean. Okay, open and lean, and then it becomes lightweight. But open up doesn't mean like that, like broken. Well, open up it's not broken. Okay. So there's the song. You want to talk about it under internal art, internal song. And then talk about soft. What is soft limping? What is soft? Okay? Soft is a big problem today. And every time when we say Wing Chun Kuen is a soft art, Wing Chun Kuen is a female art, most people thought, because they watch a lot of Tai Chi movie or internet movie. Soft meaning I retreat and then I go forward. Okay? Soft means, oh, I take the force down to the ground and then I fudge in. Or soft meaning I actually being passive. Is that soft? So soft, you mean that is the body soft or the handling of the momentum soft? And what is soft? Say, okay, soft is a Chinese term, roll. But are you serious? Is roll soft? The translation's roll, is that soft? The proper translations of roll is flexible, unrestricted, unrigid, unrestrained, and lively. That's what it is. Specific. Okay? So you can see there's some Wing Chun Wing Chuners argument in Asia. Who said Wing Chun is soft? Wing Chun has to be aggressive. You will never see people fight win with those passive, I let him come in and then I come back, those kind of stuff. Okay? So there's a debate there. Now, soft in Wing Chun kuen got nothing to do with all this loose stuff. Okay? Soft in Wing Chun kuen is defined already in Loi Lao Hui Song Lat Sao Zik Chong. Soft doesn't mean that one will not be aggressive. In fact, as what I said, Loi Lao Hui Song Lat Sao Zik Chong, meaning that I let you have your way so that I have mine. Okay? I let you have your way so I can have mine. That is soft. It doesn't have to do with retreat, being passive, being soft in the body. No. Simply like this. This is a line of fire. You look at me at line of fire. If I take a structure, I push forward with this so-called tanda, this way, this is called heart. Because it's crushed. The tan have a structure, try to sustain, try to block, so forth. This is hard. I'm 150 pounds. If you are 300 pounds, I fly. Okay? This is hard. This is fighting force against force. And this is a linear momentum, just crushing. Okay? Well, you say this is aggressive? Yes, it's aggressive. But then, if you follow the Lai Lao Hui Song Lat Sao Zik Chong, or in Chinese term, another term say, Rang er bu rang. I let you have it your way, but I don't really let you have it. It sounds contradiction, right? But it is the same thing that I let you have your way to fulfill what I want. Okay? So instead of this is the hard way. The soft way is you shoot in with the Cao Cao retrograde and the strike come together. So instead of colluding, crush in this line of fire with you, if you look at me, I slant a little bit away from your line of fire, and my Cao Cao actually is not blocking it, but actually leading your incoming, let you have your way, moving the body in and striking. So let me tell you today, open up another thing. This retrograde stuff, okay, have a meaning in terms of momentum play. Thus blocking Tan Sao with the structure is blocking it, force against force. Thus the retrograde is actually create a time delay of the opponent. So instead of using crushing in, we actually lead him so that he be able to overshoot a little bit. Why? Because Newton's law said, whatever moving will keep moving, and I let him move more. We create a time delay. He cannot pull back. That is the key of Wing Chun soft art. The role, yi rou zi gan, using soft to handle the hard. Okay, yi rou zi gan. It's not crushing. He coming in, you retrograde, you lead him to overshoot. First you make the delay. In the same time, your body is in there using torque, jamming him. It's not frontal crushing. That is role of Wing Chun kuen. Okay, so is this aggressive? Okay, is this aggressive? Is this aggressive? This even look not as aggressive, but it's even more aggressive because it's spin in instead of crushing in. So when we talk about feminine, it's actually this type of stuff, retrograde, move out of line of fire, step in, using Tor, jam his mechanism, do a few things in the same time instead of just crushing with structure. That is role, that is flexible, unrestricted, unrestrained, lively. And with this retrograde, this body, the whole thing is, once it's in action, it is based on sensitivity control. No more go using the yi. Sorry. No, you just go inside there. Use the awareness. That's why Wing Chun have this listen to the force flow, or handle with the action reaction force. Okay? It's not just holding and crush, but listening. Not even using mind, because this is too quick already at this close body short strike. Okay? So today, I introduce another term, which is the specifications of the retrograde. You want to get the opponents to create time delay so that he cannot move as fast. That is a timing play within the momentum play. Okay? So hopefully what I share with you today give you another level of understanding what is this internal or self is about. In Wing Chun Kuen, under the specifications of Wing Chun Kuen specifications, not other art. Okay? So this is to share with you today.